Hi you guys, I hope you're all doing well. I'm very excited for today's video. It has been a long time in the making, about 5 to 6 weeks actually. It's my impressions of the brand Lee. You guys have asked me about this brand so many times and I was really fortunate enough to be able to connect with them, and they actually sent a full skincare routine my way to try out, and then coincidentally they were also featured in the Detox Market box. I believe it was the April box that they were featured. And I had that sent my way, and so I got to try a huge range of their products, which was really wonderful because I feel like it really allowed me to test out a variety of things and figure out what I really like, what I think would work well for maybe someone else. But yeah, so I've been using this range for about 5 to 6 weeks, so since I got it. And if you guys haven't seen any of my previous skincare reviews before, then kind of how they work is I will show you guys my routine and what I used, and then we will delve into each product individually. So if you don't want to see my routine and you just want the review and the prices and all of that stuff, then skip ahead a little bit. But if you want to see my routine, then that's what I'm about to share with you guys right now. Also, quick disclaimer, I wear makeup a lot, so I actually do a double cleanse, and so the only product that I was using during this time period besides masks that weren't Lee was the Drunk Elephant Balm, which I will talk about in a future video or post. I really like it, but I used that as a first cleanse, and then I kind of jumped into all of my Lee skincare, and that was just to make sure that all the makeup and stuff was off my face. I could have done a double cleanse with one of these cleansers, however I prefer a balm cleanser to start off with, so that's just personal preference. Okay, let me show you my routine. So my routine was kind of split up obviously into day and nighttime. I'm actually going to be showing you the daytime routine applying to my skin, and then just talking with you guys about what would have been different in my nighttime routine. So once I had taken off kind of that first layer with the balm cleanser from Drunk Elephant, I went in with the Lee Brightening Cleanser. Now I was super lucky and I actually received the Brightening Cleanser as well as the Rosehip Cleanser. For me, the biggest difference was scent, although they are from 2 different ranges, which we will get into later. So I would use the Brightening Cleanser. After cleansing my face, I would either take it off with a washcloth or just splash water with my face. It comes off very easily. After that, I would go into a toning step, and for that I would use the Lee Co-Q Toner. I've actually talked about this product before and how much I enjoy it, but I would use it day and night. And I would either just spray it directly onto my face or use a cotton pad. I tried to get reusable cotton pads and they didn't come in time to filming this video, so I just ended up just really spraying it on my face and then kind of like tapping it in and letting it really absorb into my skin, which worked just as well, although I do think a cotton pad would have been nice. So I'll leave down below a couple of places where you can get reusable cotton pads that actually you guys suggested to me. So continuing on with the day routine, after I had toned my face, I went in with one of 2 serums that I was able to try, either the Daily Vitamin Infusion from Lee or the Lee Stem Cell Serum. And actually in this video I will be applying the Stem Cell Serum. This was one that I found worked better for my skin and I personally enjoyed more. So I apply about 1 to 2 drops of the serum all over my face and my neck and kind of pat that in. The serums dry almost immediately, so right after that I would go in with the moisturizer, and this is the Daily Skin Nutrition Moisturizer. It's really lightweight. I'd use about 1 to 2 pumps of this, and that would cover kind of my chest, neck, and face area. Depending on how ambitious I was feeling during the day, I would also sometimes apply eye cream, although I can tell you it was mainly a nighttime step. But I have the Lee I-Waken Eye Serum, and I would apply just like a pea-sized amount of this, even like half of a pea, like a very small amount of this onto the back of my hand, and then just tap it in with my ring finger underneath my eye area. So if we kind of rewind all the steps, now I will tell you guys what was different about my nighttime routine. So I still cleansed. I would apply toner around 2 to 3 times per week, but on the other days I would be using these Lee Gentle Daily Peel pads, and they are an exfoliating pad. They come in this little case, and I would just really simply wipe the pad over my face and up my neck, and this would kind of replace toning for the night. I would then go in with one of Lee's hero products that a lot of people talk about, and it is the Squalane facial oil. I hope I'm saying that right. Squalane, I don't know. I should have looked it up, but I'm gonna say Squalane. Is that may be it. If I'm wrong, let me know. But it's Squalane facial oil. This is an ingredient that a lot of people are talking about right now, and a lot of people are really hyped on this product. So I would apply about 2 to 3 drops of this, and that would cover my neck and face. And again, I would just kind of press that in and let it sink into my face. And then as a finishing step at night, I would always apply the eye cream underneath my eyes. Again, a small like half pea size was plenty. You guys can see I've been using these products for about, like I said, 5 to 6 weeks, and I'm like barely past this little line in terms of eye cream. So now that you guys have a better idea of what my routines actually looked like, and I was very consistent about this, I even took all of these on vacation with me when I was gone for a few days, and I was actually surprised. I had done that before with the Tata Harper skincare when I was testing that out, and that was so heavy in my bag, and for whatever reason, these are lighter products even though they're still in glass containers. Not sure why, so that was nice to not have a super heavy toiletry bag. But I tried these out consistently. I use them every morning, every night. Often I wouldn't really cleanse in the morning. I would just go straight into toning and that sort of thing unless I had worked out or something like that. But yeah, so that was my routine. So let's dive into a little bit about the brand and more about the products. So Indie Lee's tagline is grounded in nature and supported through science. And I think that really speaks to this brand. It is not like Tata Harper where it's all natural products and all natural ingredients. This is definitely one of those like middle of the road brands. And that's kind of where I tend to live my life. I definitely try and find a balance between all natural things and also just like living my life how I can. And I think overall my impression of this brand is it is a beautiful brand with really lovely products. I do think there are some that worked better or worse for me, and we will get into that. I also really love how Indie Lee on their site has available small travel sizes of all of their products, so you can actually test them out, and you can either buy the full size or the small sample size, which is a large sample, a deluxe sample I would say, and actually get to try these products out. So for example, the Rosehip cleanser I have, which is 0.5 fluid ounces, this is considered a sample, so you could purchase this on their website. Same thing with this stem cell serum. There is a larger size of this that you can try out. Now the stem cell serum is quite expensive. We'll get into that. But if any of these products sound interesting to you, I would definitely suggest purchasing the small size first because they have that option available. Trying them out for as long as you can with those samples and then going back and purchasing the full size. So take advantage of that. Another thing that I really enjoy about Indie Lee and how their whole brand is set up is that the skincare is actually organized by ritual. So like what stage in the ritual. So like, are you cleansing? Are you moisturizing? Are you toning? And then also by concern. So do you have dry skin? Do you have like normal to combo skin? All of that sort of stuff. They have different categories on their website, and you'll actually be able to see on the products that I'm holding up, there's a couple of indicators that you can look for. So there is a color band. So as you can see, I have some blue color band. I have more of like a taupe tan color band. And then finally I have this red color band for the serum. And then on each bottle, there's actually a little letter. So there's an O for this toner, there's a, looks like an upside down U for the moisturizer, and you can go on their website and see what those actually stand for, but it makes creating a routine very simple because it's like a formula. I also have to say I'm a huge fan of their packaging. It is all glass. There are plastic applicators, but that's pretty standard. The only packaging that you'll find that isn't glass is going to be the sample sizes as well as the peel pads. They come in a plastic container, but these are all glass, really high quality, beautiful packaging, beautiful aesthetic. The actual boxes themselves are very minimal with that color block, and personally that is 100% my aesthetic, so I really enjoy it. So let's dive into the actual products and what I think of both. So starting from the beginning of my routine, which is the cleansers, as I mentioned, I had tried 2 cleansers, the Brightening cleanser and then the Rosehip cleanser. So the Brightening cleanser in the size that I have is $35, and then the Rosehip cleanser is $10. And you can see they're quite different sizes. I will say I mainly use this one. I only took this one on vacation with me, so I used this for about like 4 to 5 days, and I really just stuck with this one for most of the time when I was testing this out. And I am right below this blue line in terms of usage. So all of these products, I feel like a little goes a long way, and these will last you for a very long time, which is wonderful. I do think Indie Lee is a more affordable brand compared to others that I have tried in the past, but it's still so nice to see that when you do make a big purchase or you do purchase a product from them, it's going to last for a while. So what I found with both of these cleansers is that they don't foam, they lather. And what I mean by that is it's not going to be like a airy foam on your skin. It's more of like a thick, sudsy foam. It's very smooth on your face, and I really like that because I find that foaming cleansers for me are super drying and my face feels really stripped of things afterwards. I didn't get that feeling from either of these. I personally preferred the smell of this Rosehip cleanser. It has more of, it's not savory because that's like a taste. If you could compare something like very fruity, it's sort of the opposite of that. It's more like fresh and herb-like, and that's sort of more scents that I gravitate towards, versus the Brightening cleanser is it smells like strawberries. There's no other scent that you really get from it. It smells like sweet strawberries. It's not overpowering. It's not going to stay on your skin, and I certainly didn't mind it. It wasn't a big deal for me. But I did prefer the scent of this Rosehip cleanser more. That's just like a personal taste thing. I found that this did a really great job of removing dirt from my face, but not stripping me of like my natural oils or making my face feel tight, which I really liked. One pump of this goes a long way. It did my chest, my neck, and my face. So once I would remove that with water, I would go in with two of my favorite products, I would say. The CoQ10 toner just works really well for my skin. I have like dry, weird, oily skin, and so a toner feels great because it kind of helps to balance the pH levels, all of that stuff. And I've tried this CoQ10 toner in the past, and I've really noticed it's made a difference in terms of texture for me. I was happy to have this back in my life. I still feel the same way about it. I think it's a really great toner. This toner is $32 and also doesn't contain any alcohol in it, which I think is great. If you tend to have more sensitive skin, then alcohol can be very irritating. It can also make your skin quite dry. And I found that in the past, like when I used to use like Neutrogena toners or something like that, there's a high alcohol concentration in a lot of them. So for me, it really stripped my skin and made kind of the texture, the acne, all of that worse, because my skin was then trying to produce more and more oil to combat that alcohol I was putting on. So this has really wonderful ingredients in it. Again, it's not an all-natural product. As you can see, it's the CoQ10 toner. So CoQ10 is something that's found naturally in plants and other organisms. However, like they isolated it to put it into this formula. So that's just something to be aware of. But I do find that this really helps to balance my skin, and I find that this helps with brightness and texture. So I would definitely repurchase this myself, and I really enjoyed this. On the nights that I actually wasn't using the toner, I would use these Indie Lee Gentle Daily Peel Pads, and I loved these. I found that these were extremely gentle. Now, I did them every other night. I have very sensitive skin already when it comes to the sun, so I have to be pretty careful in terms of like anything that's gonna be like a peel, because it'll just make me even more sun sensitive. But these, I noticed a huge difference. When I would use them at night and wake up the next morning, my texture would be at least 50 to 60% better. And especially if I had like a spot that was swollen, this would really, really help. And I would kind of just like take the pad and press it over the spot and just like let it sit there for a minute at night. And I think that really helped to concentrate the ingredients that are in this into my skin. And so this is $65. There are 60 pads in here, so that's a pretty good deal. Again, this does come in a plastic container rather than a glass container. And the pads are actually very interesting to me. Usually I'm used to a pad that has like one side with texture and the other side is smooth, but these are actually both smooth. There's no extra exfoliation in the pad. Overall, I think for me, I felt like this brand did a good job of, if you have sensitive skin, kind of creating products for the sensitive skin. I do tend to get like quite red after using something that's exfoliating, and for this I didn't at all. I was able to use it every other night. I think I could have used it every night, honestly, because I didn't have any dry patches with this, so it wasn't drying out my skin, which sometimes pads do. So this is actually one of my favorite products. I just thought it was a great find, and if you're looking for an exfoliating pad, I would definitely check this out, because I think that they did a really great job in formulating it, and I think it worked really well for me. So now the next part is kind of the bigger part, where I had a lot to choose from in terms of what I wanted to apply after either toning or exfoliating, and at night I just chose to stick to one thing. I use their Squalane oil, and this is actually a very popular product. A lot of people have talked about it, and I can see why. It definitely does a wonderful job of hydrating your skin. I used about 2 to 3 drops of this, and you can actually purchase this in a smaller size. This is $32 and is meant to help with tone, texture, hydration, all of that good stuff. And I definitely found that this was a really wonderful hydrating product. When I wake up in the morning, my skin would still feel very smooth, very, I'm trying to think of the word for it. It's like, it's full, it's like plump maybe. My skin would just feel like very plump, very hydrated, and it felt like it had held on to all of this from the night before. It is a really interesting product because I'm used to oils being a color, and this is actually completely clear. It has a dropper system, which I find super helpful. And like I said, I would do about 2 to 3 drops, and I would just rub that between my hands and then press that into my face and onto my neck. And yeah, I really like this product as well. Super lightweight, very comfortable on the skin. I do think I would use this only at night though. Although it says it's not greasy, and I don't think it's greasy. I think it's more like a barrier. So I think that makeup might slip a little bit over the top of this if I had to guess, although I haven't tried it during the day. But it didn't absorb into my skin right away. It felt more like a treatment, which I liked. But yeah, that's why I probably wouldn't use this during the day. So then during the day, I had 2 other serums to choose from. I had the Lee Daily Vitamin Infusion, which is $65. And then I had the Lee Stem Cell Serum, which in the size that I have, it's $52. So the Lee Stem Cell Serum is more targeted towards like an aging product. So it's supposed to help firm your skin, help with tone and texture. Because it does have hyaluronic acid in it, it's supposed to add some hydration into it. And then it does have some anti-pollution ingredients. So if you're wearing this during the day, it's supposed to kind of protect your skin from pollutants. So then the Daily Vitamin Infusion is more towards hydration. It's more like an oil. It has plant oils in it, and it's really supposed to target like your skin's moisture level. There's also vitamin C in this, so brightening as well, but really this is mainly focused on moisture. So I tried both of these. I kind of split my time in half. So for half the time I tried this in the morning, and the other half I tried this. And personally for me, the stem cell serum was what I ended up gravitating towards. I really liked it because although I think that this Daily Vitamin Infusion is a beautiful product, my skin was just a little bit too oily afterwards. I felt like it didn't fully sink into my skin, and this might be more of like a nighttime product for me. I didn't like the way that it looked underneath makeup. I just felt like it made my skin a little bit too shiny. Now, if you have very dry skin, or say during the winter time, this might work way better for my skin because I have very dry skin. But as it's heating up, I just don't think that this is a product that would work for me. So what I really liked about the stem cell serum is that it sinked into my skin very quickly. It kind of almost felt tacky on my skin. It reminded me a little bit of the Osea Hyaluronic C Serum. It feels the same way, very similar texture. Again, this is a clear formula. Yeah, 1 to 2 drops of this, and I really felt like it sunk into my face, and my skin felt like great the rest of the day, and I was able to layer products on top of it, and it wasn't noticeable or anything like that. So how I would kind of finish up during the day is by applying this product, the Daily Skin Nutrition Moisturizer. This is $80, and I would find that about 2 pumps would work for me, and even though I was doing 2 pumps, after about 6 weeks, I'm just hitting like this area right here, so I still have a lot left. So even though I was using a little bit more than the 1 pump, which is usually suggested, I still feel like there's a lot of product left in it. I really enjoyed this moisturizer. I felt like it was very lightweight on your skin. It paired really nicely with both of the serums that I tried. Although, like I said, I did feel like the Daily Vitamin Infusion was a little too oily for me, but I really like this with the stem cell serum. Like I said, very lightweight, easy to apply, felt really good on my skin. Nothing really to complain about this product. I just felt like it was a good moisturizer. And then the very last product that I tried, and probably one of my favorites, was the Lee I-Waken Eye Serum. I am super particular about eye creams because I actually can get like clogged pores underneath my eyes. If I use anything too thick, it becomes a real problem. So because this is a serum and because it's so extremely lightweight, I didn't have any of that issue, and I felt like it gave me like some nice hydration. I don't think I've been using it enough to like really feel like I see a huge difference. I'm also pretty young, so I don't have really any lines by my eyes yet, just super, super fine lines. So I think if you are young and you're just looking for more of a preventative eye cream, just something to add a little hydration into your under eyes, then I would definitely suggest this. I don't know how it would work on more mature skin, and that's one of the downsides about being the age that I am. It is $48, and I swear this is gonna last me for a long time. As I mentioned, I'm like barely here in terms of usage, and I've been using this for 6 weeks. So this is a really great investment. I really like it, and I felt like it just felt super comfortable and lightweight under my eyes. So if I had to kind of wrap this all up and share with you guys the products that I really enjoyed and really worked for me, they would be these. The CoQ10 Toner, the Gentle Daily Peel, the Squalane Face Oil, the Stem Cell Serum, and the I-Waken Eye Serum. I have absolutely nothing against the other products. I just didn't feel like they worked as well for me as they might for other people. Overall, like I said, I was very impressed with Indie Lee's products, and I really enjoyed how gentle their products are. Like I said, I have quite sensitive skin, so when I try a new skincare range, I'm always a little bit nervous in terms of what reaction is going to happen, all of that, and I had no reaction to any of these products, which was really wonderful. So yeah, I really appreciate the price range of these products. I think in terms of clean beauty, they are on the more affordable side. You get a lot for your money, which I really appreciate too. Sometimes, you know, you pay for something and you go through it in a second, and that's always very frustrating. But I feel like this lasts a really long time. And I also just really enjoy the way they have their products set up in terms of being able to pick a routine, and they have it laid out really nicely on their website. So I encourage you guys to go and check that out. As always, I will have everything that I mentioned linked down below. I want to say a massive thank you to Indie Lee for sending these products my way, and actually the detox market too, because a few of them were from there. Like I just mentioned, I had 4 to 5 products that I felt like really worked for me, and then the other ones I think would be better suited for someone else, or I just felt like they didn't have a big effect on me, something that I would really be super excited about. I hope that I answered some of your questions. I'm sure I didn't hit everything, so if you have any additional questions, just let me know in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer them. And thank you for making it through probably a very long video. I hope that this was thorough. I hope that this helped you guys. Like I said, let me know any additional questions. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe down below for videos always featuring clean green beauty. And I will see you guys next week. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.